Okay, for the 50-hour service, this is all the stuff I ended up getting. I bought my tractor at a place called Boone Tractor, and it was in Danville is the one I went to, but they have like 4 or 5 different locations. And this is all the stuff you end up getting. Okay, in the basket, I've got an oil filter, and this one, it is a fuel filter. And then you get your 1 gallon of oil. And the hydraulic filter. And it looks like this one says hydraulic filter too, so I'm guessing there's 2 of them to put on. Okay, and you get a 5-gallon bucket full of hydraulic fluid. And that might be a little hard to put in, but not too bad. It's a lot of holding time. Look how big the hydraulic filter is on that thing. Let's see what this smaller one looks like. That one's almost the size of a oil filter, really. Okay. Let's see what this fuel filter looks like while we're here. That's cool. And the oil filter looks like it's a little smaller than that smaller hydraulic filter that we just looked at. Alright, I think I'm going to start with the oil change, and I'll try to do it the easiest way as possible without doing all this nonsense stuff. And let's see what happens. Okay, I ended up popping the hood, and looks like right here's the oil cap to the engine there. And I want to climb under and show you the other little section there. Yeah, it's so tall that I can pretty much just climb under here pretty easy. Okay, once you get to the front here, there's like this little sleeve. You go right past it to right there. It's right behind the axle. And it looks like some kind of star bit or Allen wrench to get the oil cap off. And the oil filter is in the front up here. I'll show you where it is at. Crawl back out of here. Alright. And the oil filter, it's right here. So that oil change is actually really easy. It's as easy as a 4-wheeler or maybe a motorcycle. Looks like that's how you check it right there. Alright. Let me empty my oil bucket here. I usually fill up the old oil cans that I have. And then I take them to, you don't want to pour them out on the ground. Take them to like an AutoZone, Auto Parts or something like that. And they'll have a big gigantic tank that you pour it into, so you don't pollute the earth and all that. Yeah, you definitely don't want this in your water to drink. A lot of people just burn it, put it on a stump and burn it. But yeah, just take mine up there and drop it off. Alright, let me empty that and we'll start the oil change. Okay, got it all cleaned out. It's light as a feather now. And I think I actually got this one at Harbor Freight or either Walmart. And when I first got it, it was the first or second oil change. I forgot to take this plug out, and then you have to put your hand down in that oil to twist it. or if you don't look at it quick enough, it overflows. But yeah, just twist it out real quick, throw her down, and I'll show you the clearance on this tractor. You don't actually need jack stands or nothing to get you one of these. It goes right up underneath. And it's about perfect. Now for the hydraulic fluid later, it'll be in the part 2 video. You'll have to put jack stands on the rear tires to get to that filter. It's right near the left tire. But yeah, probably just turn this sideways for now until I hand twist it out, and I'll just keep scooting it this way wherever it lands. My floor is not perfect in the garage, so, but maybe hopefully we can hit it in the bucket first try. Alright, I'm gonna go see if I can find the right tools for this. Okay, I've never actually changed oil with an Allen wrench. This is kind of awkward. So this is what I came up with. Got the right size Allen wrench. And then I got me a wrench to go on the Allen wrench. Okay, so I put it like this. Put the circle part on there. And try to turn it, see what happens. Alright, I'm going to get me a little breaker bar, and I'll be back. Alright guys, here's my breaker bar. Put this on there and see if I can pop that thing loose now. Did I get it? All right, the breaker bar on an Allen wrench. Oh gosh, I broke it loose. All right, bring this camera back a little bit. I've never seen something. Well, actually, I have seen something that hard, but not with an Allen wrench. I mean, seriously. Alright, just gonna do this quick. It's got a long bolt on it too. There we go. There's how long the bolt is. And I'm going to grab me a shop towel real quick. And, I'm just going to look at it, see how it looks. Let me get a light. Don't really see no thick stuff. And I looked on my hand because I had half of it on my hand, so engine's doing pretty good. It's got the Yanmar. It was running a little bit before we changed it. It looks like it's all the oil that's going to come out of that. Okay, and now we can do the filter at the same time. And this oil cap up here, you can go ahead and open it to get more air through there to push it out. If you do it all at once, it'll, if you take that cap off before, it'll just shoot everywhere even quicker. So do that, and then can do this filter next. I'm just gonna put the oil thing right there. Okay, it's not made for a filter. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right there. Whew. What in this world? That was the hardest filter I think I've ever took off in my whole entire life. I used a screwdriver to poke a hole in it to turn this thing. I broke it free, so now I can actually show you I got this thing off. Let's see what the damage is when I get this thing off. Whew. Looks like 2 bullet holes. And yeah, got this sucker off. That was not fun at all. That's probably the only reason they get paid so much. One of the reasons, I guess. And whoever put that on in a factory, good job. 'Cause that's the best one I've ever seen. Alright, so now we can go ahead and get ready to put on the new filter, since all the oil drained out of them holes and everything else. Alright, new filter has plastic on it. It looks like they gave me China. Why? Well, I guess China does make everything. I've always heard China is cheap stuff, and most of it is. So, let's see what name brand this one is. They didn't put a sticker or nothing on this, but it has a part number at the bottom. So it looks like they gave me a cheap filter. Hopefully it does good. And you want to put oil around this ring here. Some people put oil inside of it, like a little bit. We can do that. Just don't fill it up all the way because it starts pouring out as you twist it in. If you know what I mean. Alright. You'll just put you a little bit of oil in it. And that's just priming it before the engine gets to it. And here we go. Let me make sure the seal's real good lubricated. I am not tightening it that tight. That wore me out. Probably just put it on hand tight, but I ain't gonna tighten it like no factory. About right there is perfect. And I can still get the thing off. The dipstick. And you just want to retrace your steps. Make sure your bottom bolt's in. Okay, and you want to have a bunch of these funnels. And I got a bunch of different sizes. This one looks like it's going to work perfect for what I need. I'm going to get the oil, and then let's do the very last step of the oil change. Could show you a little trick. Let me grab something real quick. Okay, like if you're changing oil in a car or something like that, and it's a little bit easier to get to, and you do not have a funnel, you can grab you a stick like this. Just pour it along the stick. You can also do this for drinks in a restaurant. Yeah, we don't want to get it too full, because then you'll have to re-loosen that bolt. And see right here, this is where it's at, where my fingernail is. And right here is where we need to be. Let's check it one more time. And then I'll start it up and let it cool off, and I'll check it again. Yeah, it's perfect. Alright, I've got everything good now for the oil change. Let's put the lid back on and we'll start this baby. Let's put that there for now. I usually always clean those before I use them. Okay, got that twisted on. I had some oil left, about a quart or less. Brakes on. This lever's down, so we're good to go.